Cut it.
It's obviously a mistake.
You got a brilliant opportunity to make a good-looking scene in your otherwise shit horror film, and what do? You want to fucking cut it. It's maybe an accident. It could be a good accident. You know, like in Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. You know when Han Solo said, when Leia's like, "I love you," and then Han Solo's like, "I know." That wasn't part of the script. That was a mistake, and it worked. No, actually, it was like Harrison Ford, like, no, I'm not going to say that. That's bullshit. I'm going to do my own line. Mistakes can make films better.
In Iron Man, they didn't finish the script, so many of the scenes were improvised. Even in an interview, Gwyneth Paltrow said she had no idea what Robert Downey Jr. was going to say next. He was that quick on his feet. And that film actually was quite good.
Mistakes can make films good.
Not all the time, but...
Not all the time, but occasionally they will. And this is one of those situations. If you get a really crappy horror scene where, would you rather have this? Or somewhere else like this, and it starts flickering with blood images, and it looks awesome.
Your new colour version fading to the old black and white one, and then creepy eye.
Another thing about the creepy eye, later on, this dude's like messing around with the film footage, and he's like
trying to look at it, see what happened.
Trying to look at it, and then suddenly he looks at the screen, and there's an eye like this, with like black hair everywhere, and I'm like, okay, that looks like The Ring, but to add insult to injury, a fly comes out of the freaking screen just like in The Ring.
See, this film was set quite a few years ago when they still had reels of film where you could see each individual slide. I didn't know they had 3D TVs back then.
Yeah, me too. I mean, I swear to God, the fly comes out of the screen,
and you see
like in The Ring.
You see it go into his eye and turn it all red as it starts eating it. And that's what I presume they were doing.
Even though flies don't have teeth or
whatever,
or stingers or anything deadly, flies are basically pieces of meat with wings.
Not even meat.
That's a piece of shit with rings. And then suddenly they start coming out everywhere. There's millions and millions of flies. It kills him. And I'm like, okay, those flies just killed that dude. I'm supposing since his office is right next to the fucking place where they're filming this thing,
someone would notice.
Someone would notice, but they don't notice until 2 days later. 2 fucking days later.
How stupid are people?
Do they not think to check on this dude? Say, mate, are you doing all right? No, they're just oblivious. That part of the place doesn't exist.
But during that time, those 2 days, more things happen to do with the flies.
Like the hillbilly electrician guy gets a knife out of nowhere and starts trying to kill people.
He starts trying to kill the mentally impaired director. Because he thinks he's like, oh, you've brought a curse on this place of bringing us here. You're going to kill us all. I want to kill you now. This place is cursed. Light falls on his head.
Pwned. I mean, seriously, he was like, oh,
you know, that's one of the instant times he should have looked up.
Yeah. Is that what the film meant? Is that what the title meant? Look up, big fat hillbilly guy, there's a light about to crush your fucking skull. It's a pretty ironic title.
Yes.
I swear to God, it's like he's on the floor, he's bleeding like fucking hell, and everyone's like, oh come on, like having conversations, exposition shit, no one fucking cares. Our main character dude he has like this medicine stuff, but I never really got what the medicine's meant to do.
It's like toned down so he doesn't have visions and stuff.
But even when he takes the shit, he still has visions and shit.
Maybe I think because I remember him saying he didn't take it so he could get inspiration or something like that. Yeah. Some crap like that.
I don't know, some stupid bullshit medicine. Take the red pill or the blue pill. Which one should I take?
Why not have both?
Both! Imagine what happened if you take both the blue pill and the red pill in The Matrix.
We'll have that discussion when we review the Matrix films.
Yeah,
if we ever get round to those.
If we ever get around to those.
But anyway.
Then the most awesome scene in this film happens.
No, that was earlier on in the film. We missed it out.
Oh yeah, it was earlier on. We're sorry, we didn't.
The most awesome, the only decent bit in this whole film.
They're filming the woman. You know, the gypsy woman. She's meant to be giving birth, right?
Giving birth to the devil child.
And you see her like you expect how people would have birth back then. And then she's like, oh my God, and then
standing up in pain.
I was like, that looks kind of gross. I'm pretty sure baby's in a birth sack. Do pregnant women have birth sacs? I have no
They
idea.
do, but then it should pop or something. I don't
I
know.
don't know.
And then she sits down and fetus cannon.
Fetus cannon!
You see it slide across the floor and
it
hit into a wall.
smacks into a wall!
You know how people say that, oh, you're so stupid, you must have been thrown into a brick wall as a kid.
I can
This
see
kid
why this
was
kid
launched at a brick wall.
launched at the corner of a wall. It was like
Yes, it was.
splat, and it didn't die. It was like. Phew. I burst out laughing first time I saw that. It was like, okay, this film deserves that at least.
Yeah.
That film deserves that. Fetus cannon for the win.
Deranged actors can, deranged directors can come up with decent scenes.
They actually
It's
can
a scene from
sometimes.
the movie.
But I think that scene was meant to scare somebody, but it was just too funny.
And then we find out that someone is looking for the scientist guy who's looking at the film, but he's gone missing. We see a pile of flesh from the flies.
No, you just see the flies everywhere. His glasses are there.
Which
you
he
see
took
the
off.
stuff there, which he took off. But then you see in a bin with his clothes in, with pieces of meat and blood everywhere. The flies had the decency to clean this dead guy up and put him in a bin. These flies, which rot and roll and fly around in filth all day, had the decency to put this dead guy in the bin.
Is that a fly? Cover your eyes!
Ah! This film! It makes out flies to be these badass predators, but they're not! It's a freaking fly!
And these flies are so smart. They're able to remove the piece of old footage from the film. So where it was, the film ends.
It's the flies that did that! Apparently flies can
Erase film.
cause electrical disasters,
Yeah.
erase film, clean up dead body bits and put them in a bin,
And eat
kill
people alive.
eat people alive, and also act
Turn
as
into
suicide
a-
bombers.
And take the form of a ghost as well.
Yeah, they can also do that. My God, they didn't show that in David Cronenberg's The Fly, did they?
No.
In fact, why did we watch that instead? We had to watch some film that had flies in, so what did we choose? It was either The Fly or it was Don't Look Up. And which one did we choose? We chose the turd! I swear to God, there's
It was confusing as hell.
too many bodily fluids in this film, especially with the birthing scenes.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure if a pregnant woman gave Matt that many fluids, that would die of dehydration or some shit.
Can I say something about this weird devilish guy with the shoulder stuff?
I mean, so this
old guy, crazy guy who pops
Romanian
up
dude
once
pops up once in a while.
The devil wants his child.
The devil wants his seed in
And-
you see?
You know when you see hunchbacks, how they sort of have like boil things on their back that makes
This
it look
dude,
hunchback.
this dude has one on his shoulder.
And he says to our director, "Cut it off. He wants his child." So he gets the knife, cuts it off. It's a fetus in there
Shoulder fetus.
on a guy.
What? What the hell? Shoulder fetus? What the hell were you smoking? Did you seriously think that was going to be scary? It just looked retarded. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Sure, the devil impregnates people by having them have shoulder fetuses.
Yeah, there's one scene in this film. It's like our director. He's like sitting there. He just had a vision. Sitting up, writing in a notebook while looking out the window like that. And next to him, 2 glasses of whiskey. I reckon that's how they wrote this film.
That's probably how they wrote the film.
Off the heads.
I bet it was just a situation where they're like, this is really horror film where the girl from the ring
There's a fly on your shoulder.
flies.
Got it.
Shoulder fetus.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
I just
Come on, you need to take your pills. You need to take your
pills in the film. I got an idea.
Here's something
Say
going
the
on.
fetus and put in a cannon.
I'm trying to stay near, but that sounds like a good idea.
Why? Why?
At least come up with a good invention. The new Angry Birds from the makers of Don't Look Up, presenting cannon fetuses.
They already do that, actually. They shoot eggs. Which is basically the equivalent
Yeah.
of fetus cannon.
Featuring the all-new fetus.
I
And the
swear
killer
to
flies.
I swear, then is the final showdown where I found out the gypsy woman who's been playing the girl, my love interest in this, who's actually the descendant of some shit of the devil
Never
woman.
explains.
It's never explained. You're just meant to figure all this out by yourself.
Yes.
And he finds the devil woman thing ghost that's made of flies and looks exactly like Namiko from The Ring. When I say that, I mean exactly like Namiko from The Ring. Exactly like Namiko from The Ring.
Done.
Why?
But then we find out that this woman, the love interest, the main actress in the film within the film, has a shoulder fetus of her own,
You find that later on in the end.
and then she starts.
No, I tell you what, at the very end, it's like, oh, the man feels like he starts getting attacked by the fly woman. He's about to get killed by the flies. Oh no! Then suddenly, his girlfriend from the beginning of the film
Crops up.
comes out of fucking nowhere.
By that, literally nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
'Cause-
And so he's like, oh, but I told you not to come. No, I told you. It's like, oh, that's okay.
Then our
then
douchebag
if-
producer comes in. He's like,
What are you doing? And he's holding nothing. He's like,
Claire
your
is
girlfriend died a few months ago. Turns out his girlfriend was dead the entire
and
film.
then we have a flashback to that scene at the beginning, and instead of it's the same scene, but instead of kissing his girlfriend on the forehead, he
It's a
kisses
fucking-
the rose.
It's fucking Rose on the bed. Is his girlfriend a rose or what?
And we
Plus,
find out
you
that
know that line of dialogue that the douchebag brother said? You know, stop messing with my sister's brain. You can't mess with a dead person's brain because they're dead.
I think he's talking about his own brain, because we find out that he's actually really distraught now.
I mean, seriously, this filmmaker dude, how are we supposed to take a single thing that's happened in this entire film seriously? Because up until now, we found out that he's mental. He's mental! No one should give two shits about what this dude's saying, because he's a complete mental case.
The only good thing he came up with for the film is fetus cannon.
That was the only good thing in the film. Fetus cannon. Then finally you see the douchebag producers like going with the juice one's like, hey baby, in a sense. At the end, they're both kissing and hugging and they're both got shoulder fetuses.
And then that's it. Credits.
Yeah. No explanation
That's
of
pretty
any
much the whole
kind.
story. All the rest in between the bits we said had no use whatsoever, except for a couple of flashbacks with memories. But that's about it.
The entire film was a pointless waste of time.
And money.
It made no sense.
They could have sent that money to the kids in Africa.
I would have been happy to just watch an hour and a half of the fetus cannon. That would have
Yeah,
been
they
at
could have
least
used- They could have
entertaining.
used the money for the film to invent a fetus cannon.
They could have done that. Imagine the problems they could have solved in China with that.
Please don't take any of these jokes seriously.
Yeah.
We don't want any.
We're just improvising right now, and
Yes.
I swear to God. This was our first negative review of a film. Do not watch Don't Look Up. You know why? Because it's nothing but a bunch of flies huddling around a stinking turd.
It's called Don't Look Up. Don't look it up either.
Don't look it up. Do not watch it. You want to know why? It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of your money. Anyone recommends this film to you is a
them.
mental case. Just like the people who made this film. Overall, Don't Look Up is a 1 out of 10 because it made no sense,
And I give it-
offered nothing, and it was just a bunch of flies looking like the fucking shark from Jaws.
I give it a 2. Same reasons as Ellis, but 1 higher because of the fetus cannon.
The fetus cannon is the only... If you want to buy this film just for the fetus cannon, just look up on the internet. Fetus cannon.
You know what, I'm
you
gonna-
might just find
You know,
it.
I think I'll have a look for that one clip and post it on our channel.
We'll try looking
And
for
send
it.
it to
If
Lincoln,
not, we'll add it on the end of this video just so you can see how funny it is. If we can.
Yes.
But if we can't, the
Sorry.
link's down below maybe. If we can find that.
Yeah, I'll
If
have
not,
to.
we'll maybe try and reenact that scene for one of our sketches later on.
Yeah,
That fetus cannon has given me a lot of ideas.
that's possible. I know how to do it. I'll
That
tell you
is.
after.
Now, quick, down below, what is your most hated
Hated
horror film? Hated horror film.
Horror film?
Yeah,
Horror
because
film.
we're doing an even worse film next soon.
Yes.
Soon you'll see our most hated film. And no.